Hey guys, it's Rachael Weber. Welcome back to Rat Diaries, the most scrawny rat scoundrel, sneaky sneakmeister podcast you've ever listened to. Welcome back, guys. Happy Tuesday. I literally cannot believe that it is almost March. Why? This Friday is March 1st. I'm sorry. Why did February go by so quickly? It literally felt like I woke up and it was February 1st, and then I went to bed, and then I woke up again, and it was February 24th. I mean, what is happening? This is crazy. I feel like I got nothing done in February. Does anyone feel like they had the least productive February? I feel like I just sat and stared at a wall and said we'll get them next time. I was like, okay, can't wait for next month. Let's just check out for this one because we need a break. I feel like I literally did nothing. I feel like I was, if they had to eliminate a few humans off of the earth because the population was too high, they would probably pick me because of how worthless I was. So bad. But anyways, so I just don't know why February was just the worst productive month, but hopefully March will be different. And it's this Friday. So, okay, I guess March is coming at us quick, whether we like it or not. But hello, it is a fine Tuesday. It's actually the evening while I'm recording this right now. And I am I just got my nightly, whoa, hello, Rachael, are you home? Sorry, wow. I just did my nightly skincare routine. I took a shower and it was a full shower. It was the full shebang. It was literally the cocktail hour, 3-course dinner, and then dessert, and then after party. It was the whole thing. And I feel great. I feel so good. I feel like I just hit reset. I feel like I just did a juice cleanse. My face feels so freaking good. I got this new moisturizer while I was in Kansas City this past weekend, and I went to Sephora and I did some damage. It's concerning how much damage I've been doing lately. I don't know. Let me get to that. Let me get to that subject next. But I really just, for some reason, had a panic attack and spent almost $350. So stupid. But anyways, so I did, though, however, need new makeup because mine was disgusting. I've been using the same makeup since high school, so that's really concerning. But I was like, you know what? I have the time right now. I'm just going to do it. Something I bought that I'm really excited about that has actually been crazy great, and I've seen amazing results for, is the Peter Thomas Roth moisturizer. And so I was in Sephora, and so I've recently been using tretinoin on my skin, which is just basically a dermatologist prescribed almost antibiotic that you apply topically to your skin and your face, and it's to help with acne. I had really bad cystic acne, which can sometimes be hormonal, and probably was for me because I feel like the mid-20s hormone crazy roller coaster is just so interesting. It's just, why does this happen to us? Why is it that when you're in your mid-20s, your hormones just go crazy and you just get so much acne? Nobody talks about this subject. Nobody discusses the mid-20s acne. What? Who skipped that? Why is this something that no one discusses? Why are we all dying? I'm dying. I'm getting to the end of my journey. I'm definitely healing, but I had some bad situations going on in my face. We're talking craters. But anyways, so that has just been a journey. But so the tretinoin has been helping with that. Crazy side story. But recently, it's been making me so dry that I was getting these red bags under my eyes, and Nick was like, whoa, because I said to him, do my eyes look really red? They really hurt. And he's like, okay, yeah, I thought that maybe you got some makeup under your eyes, they're really red. And I'm like, oh gosh. So I think I've just been getting really dried out. So I went, and my moisturizer actually has been kind of burning it, which is crazy. It's just so dry that any form of moisture kind of irritates it. So I went to Sephora and I told this one gal my problems, and I usually hate talking to people at the store. Especially when I'm shopping. I despise talking to any employee at the store. Why? Because I know that they are going to try to sell me on things because they likely make a commission, and I know that they're going to be up my ass for another 45 minutes if I talk to them. And they will also, I know I will purchase things I don't want to purchase because that's just how it goes. The people at Sephora have a magic wand and they have pixie dust that they sprinkle on you. And I swear to God, they put you under a trance, and whatever you are told to buy, you will buy. Like if they tell you, if they say you need this perfume, it's $400, but like you're gonna, like, it's going to change your life. Like, I don't know why you wouldn't believe me that like this could like cure cancer. Like if you're cancer prone in your family, like this will keep you from getting cancer. Like I swear to God, they can convince me. They could convince me anything in there. So I did something bad. I talked to an employee at Sephora because I was bored and Nick wasn't at the Sephora yet. He wasn't in Kansas City yet, and I was so lonely. I just needed some interaction because that's how I am. And so I talked to the Sephora employee. Of course, she's a freaking esthetician and like she's gone to like dermatology school and she knows everything about skin. And I'm like, of course you do. You were about to just drain my bank account. And so she's like, her name was Nina. And she's like, hi, I'm Nina. And I'm like talking to her. And she's like, do you need any help with anything? And I'm like, yeah, I'm actually just looking for like something for my skin. And I tell her my tretinoin situation. And she tells me all of her credentials. And I'm like, wow, love you, Nina. And she's like, come with me. I know literally what you need. Don't even worry. Come. And so we walk over to this section. It's called Peter Thomas Roth. And she pulls out this like moisturizing cream. And she's like, this is going to be your holy grail. Do not doubt it. It will save your life. And I'm like, really? And she's like, yes, you need this cream by Peter Thomas Roth. It will fix all of your skin problems. Just trust me. And my face is like a rash. She can see. And so I'm like, okay. And she sold me on a few other makeup products. But when I tell you that this girl was not lying, she wasn't lying. This shit slaps. $58 for a 1.5 ounce tub of this cream, but it is worth it. It will change your life. I really do think it can cure cancer. Nina knows what she's talking about. If you're not going to do it for me, do it for Nina or do it for yourself. You need to buy this cream. I do not have a discount code. This is not sponsored. Okay. This shit will rock your world. You will look like a baby. You will literally look like a fetus if you use the skin. Let me just tell you what it's called. Okay. It is called the Water Drench Hyaluronic Cloud Rich Barrier Moisturizer by Peter Thomas Roth. It is $58. Do not scream when you see the price. Close your eyes and swipe the card. Thank you. Like, it's that good. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. So that's why I look all dewy and glossed up right now, is because I got this fabulous cream and I couldn't be happier. Okay. Wow. That was a lot of discussions. One of my things though, last thing I'll talk about the shopping is that the stress shopping, the Sephora experience that I had was a part of the stress shopping. I've been recently going through a lot of stress shopping problems. For instance, this mug that I'm drinking matcha out of right now, stress shopping experience. I had to go to Nordstrom Rack because I was so busy at work that I was having a breakdown, and I went to Nordstrom Rack instead to clear my head, if you will. And I purchased these mugs along with several pairs of jeans that are the wrong size and a fur coat. Yes, mob wife era. So that is what has been occupying my wallet and my credit card transactions, as well as my deepest, darkest nightmares at night. So yeah. Anyways, we're going to try and get over the stress shopping. One thing I have vouched to do, and credit to my boyfriend, Nicholas, I know you're listening. Hello, sir. Nice to have you here. Thank you for being my one listener. Just kidding. More money march, or Mo Money March. It means we are cutting all of the unnecessary expenses, all of them, for the entire month of March. You are not allowed to buy anything outside of the essentials for Mo Money March, okay? So all for March, you quit the shopping. You're not going on trips. You're not going out to dinner. You're not hanging out with friends and spending the money. You are not spending any money that is not needed. You are sticking to the essentials. You're buying groceries. You can pick up some paper towels. You can do whatever you need, but you're not buying anything that doesn't keep your lights on, your stomach full, or your house clean. It's just no. So I'm doing it because I think I need to. The stress shopping is getting crazy, and if I don't challenge myself to stop, I will continue like an addict. Okay, well, anyways, so I'm happy that we got to all of that. Oh, and one last thing. Yes, I know, I can't stop. I am wearing a sweatshirt right now that says Feral Aunt on the front. And then on the back of my sweatshirt, it says somebody's feral aunt. So I wanted to just say that Instagram, part of my stress shopping, I was on the treadmill one day and I was incline walking and looking at Instagram, and my friend actually sent me this little sweatshirt, and she's like, oh my God, this is you, because I always say the word feral. And I immediately bought the sweatshirt for like $50 off of Instagram. So that's okay. Thank you. But by the way, digital marketing does work. So does influencer marketing. If you're a company looking for that, contemplating doing it, it works. Example A, I just purchased this hideous sweatshirt that says feral aunt on it, somebody's feral aunt, and it's just like this shitty graphic design, and I purchased it so for $50. Someone probably just made $30 off of me, this transaction, if that. Okay, anyways, let's get to the episode. Today is going to be a funny episode. So I have just been thinking a lot. I think a lot. I really do use this good noggin. I've been thinking about how I really do think about a lot of theories throughout my day. And I thought today I would just share some of my favorite conspiracy theories that are currently in rotation right now of mine. These are a few. I'm only going to share 3 today, but they just are consistently things that have been popping up in my brain, and I'm always thinking about them. Okay? All right. The first one that I have, I'm just going to ease into this whole series, is the fact that I believe that there are millions of other Earths that have little humans like us on them. And I just don't think, I just don't think that we're the only ones in the universe. Like, there's 100% like millions of other humans outside of our Earth, and I just know it. That's like my theory. Like, I just know. And it freaks me out. It's terrifying to think about that. And something that I also think about daily is, how did humans become in existence? Like, why? How? And I'm more thinking the scientific route. Like, I do not believe that we were put on this planet by God. I think that God is something else. Like, how did we get here? Why? Earth, space. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I just can't stop thinking about the Earth and space constantly. It is my Roman Empire. I'm constantly thinking about how small I am in this like huge universe inside of a universe inside of a universe, like infinite. What the fuck is infinite? Oh, it sends shivers down my spine. Okay, that's what occupies my brain 24/7. Moving on. Next one. I do believe that the relationship between Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce is a organized operation. I know. I know that it is. I know it is. I believe with all of my existence, it is an organized operation. What are my key? There's so many theories, and some of these I don't really like believe, but some of them I do. The first one I want to share the theory around like why someone would think that. Someone, and I don't know if I believe this one, but I guess I don't know. I could. I maybe a little bit, but I'm not like a diehard for this first theory. There's a theory going around that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are dating before the Biden campaign because Taylor Swift is 100% going to endorse Joe Biden, for the presidential election. And they're saying that like they needed like a popular male figure in sports to like be a part of this campaign, and they needed like some to get like the young men, and then they needed someone else to appeal to like all of the women. And so then now it's like a couple, and everybody's gonna vote for Joe Biden because of it. And I'm like, what? Really? That's funny though. It's funny to think about that. I think that's a little bit of a stretch. I do, but I also don't. It's weird. I really wouldn't put it past the White House. So that's one theory. The next theory that I am just really convinced about. So I really do think that the Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce relationship is just not real. I really do. And I'm not quite sure how this is all happening, but I genuinely feel like this was a play either for the NFL or like something in television, some sort of like media television thing, because this was the most time anyone has ever watched the Super Bowl. Like I feel like they were, and like now women love sports, like NFL, like football, like it's really interesting to me now. TV, like that brought so many people back to TV. Like now that she's like televised, I don't know. I just really do believe that. I really do. Like the amount of money that relationship has generated. Like I was just in Kansas City, visiting my boyfriend's younger brother in college, and Nick and I were walking in all these stores, and there's fucking coasters. Let's say, Travis Kelce's like jersey number, whatever it is, 666, I don't know. And then it has Taylor's boyfriend written over it. And I'm like, this is disgusting. I'm sorry. I can't. This is not for me. Like, let's move on. What is with the hyperfixation? I think it pisses me off that places that are like, it was a really cute shop we went into, and I'm like, the fact that this establishment has stooped low and joined the movement disappoints me. Like Justin Bieber never had that happen. Why is that? Everybody loved Justin Bieber. Nope, he didn't take it too far. Like this seems like a push from Taylor and Travis making all of this commotion happen. Like people are just running with this so fucking hard, and it's just making so much money. Like shops are all this merch, like it's just crazy. Something is going on. There's a deal going on. I think that they will break up. I just know it. I feel it in my core. I feel like she's gonna break up with him. I bet that they haven't spent more than like 8 hours together, or like 8 days together. Never. They've never spent more than 8 days together. So like, how do you know someone? Like, I'm sure like now when she sees him, she like just wants to jump on him because like she never sees him. But like why don't you go on like a 30-hour car ride with someone, you know? Or why don't you go camping with him? Be out in the desert. Why don't you run out of gas or get a flat tire and like call AAA and wait on the side of the freeway together? Then let's see, and be late for like a grandma's like 80th birthday party, or like miss someone's dinner with, I want to see how the relationship is then, because that's when like get really hungry and then like get really mean to him and like yell at Travis and see how he consoles you, So that's another one of that. Yeah, that's just one that I don't know. It just feels too good. It's just a little bit too good to be true. It is. Okay, my next one, moving on from Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, is the Britney Spears situation. So there have been a lot of videos going around, and I believe it. Britney Spears, all of these videos that she's been posting online recently have been extremely concerning. Her videos are her in her house dancing, and I know that that's always been a thing, but she's getting freaky on camera now. She's like taking off her clothes, has like dancing with knives, is like really sexual in her dancing. And it's just something seems really off. I know that she got out of her conservatorship, quote unquote. Like, this seems also like another like industry planted story now that I'm starting to think about it. Oh my God, I'm having a realization. I'm coming up with my own theory right now. Oh my God, that the Britney Spears situation was all just a play for money, a money grab by her family, manipulated by them. And she was in on it. Or maybe they used her for it. Okay, so she had her conservatorship, and then she released, and then like people started noticing it over COVID, which is random. Like, how do you notice that? And then she eventually got out of her conservatorship, so her dad doesn't control like her finances or anything anymore, and doesn't have to make decisions on her behalf. But it's just interesting because she like released this book about it, and it was the shittiest book I've ever read. It was awful. It gave no details. There was nothing really to the story, and I was like, this is stupid. It just felt like a very like quickly written, sent to the press, like print, and then she like got out of her conservatorship, woo, and then like she kind of just like fell off the earth. And she got married, but then recently she got divorced. And then now she's like dancing in her house, like with these like sensual movements. It's very strange. But another thing too is that people have been like slowing down her videos, and there is 100% an AI face over her face. So it's like someone is like a double for her, like a stunt double. And like you can tell that there's like an AI like mask over it to look like Britney's face. I totally would believe that. I believe that. What if she's dead? No, God forbid. God forbid. But like, what if? Like, what if Britney is gone? What if she like disappeared? What if she like moved away and like ran away? You know? Something seems really fishy about that. So yeah, that's my thing about Britney. Okay, my last one. This is actually something that I learned this weekend. Nick's little brother Cameron told me this one. And I actually like really believe in this theory now. Industry plants, like celebrities, industry planted people. That's what an industry plant is. Like a person that has been put into, you know, the entertainment of America, and is like a, you know, in a celebrity now, like a, for our pop culture. Yeah. Has been put into pop culture, current pop culture. And it's just like the new fixation, like the new hype. A few examples. Ice Spice, industry plant. She's definitely an industry plant. Where did she come from? Why did she all of a sudden become like the most popular person? And why in God's name is she friends with Taylor Swift? Doesn't make sense. The lineup doesn't make sense. Like, that seems like some like sort of inside operation, like where it's like, okay, we need two people that are popular from like different genres, like of different skin colors and different nationalities, to become good friends, like best friends. And then like that will expand the audiences of Taylor Swift and Ice Spice and like a new person. Like, it's just so interesting. Like, where did she come from? I don't think, yeah, Ice Spice, industry plant. Second industry plant that I would say is some comedians that have been recently surfacing. Funny Marco, industry plant. If you haven't seen him, he's a comedian on Instagram, and all of a sudden he's just interviewing Nicki Minaj on his podcast, and she bought him a Lamborghini, and he's a nobody. It's like, how did Nicki Minaj? And then he's like interviewing like all these other famous celebrities. He came out of nowhere. Like, and why? Who are you? Why are you interviewing with Nicki Minaj? She's one of the most famous people in the rap. Like, no. How? Doesn't make sense. And he's just like blowing up, going viral everywhere. Like you did not, I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense. And then I even went to see him in person at a comedy show. It was awful. He was terrible. He was literally awful. He had no bit. He had no funny jokes. He just came out and was like, I'm so high. And I'm like, great. Everyone else in this room probably is too. Like, move on. He was on the stage for 10 minutes. Yeah, it was the worst comedy show ever. So he is definitely an industry plant. I think that also Bobbi Althoff she's also an industry plant. That's the one that she interviewed Drake in a bed. Like, okay, you just emailed him to be on your podcast when you're like a D-list podcaster. Like, no offense, Bobbi. I think I love your drive. I love who you are. You're killing it. Like, I'm not hating on her at all. I think her content is like really good. But I'm just saying, like, in terms of status, she was like a D-list because like nobody knows you. And how is she scoring Drake? How is she in Offset's music video? Like, what? How is she interviewing Jessica Alba? Like, how? How are you talking to Jason Derulo? I mean, Drake is pretty crazy. Tyga. Like, no, something is weird. So she also seems like an industry plant. Yeah, I don't know how she became just so, like, such a icon, a legend. There was not a steady climb like Alex Cooper went through. But yeah, so that's just my other theory. Industry plants, they are real. I'm sure everyone else has a few others that they'd like to think of, that they're thinking of, like just like some people that feel like a little bit too good to be true and where they're at. So yeah. But yeah, so those are my top 3 favorite conspiracy theories that I have going on. And let me know if you have any theories yourself. Feel free to sneaky slide into my DMs, slide into my rat house trap house, and let me know if you have anything else to say about my theories, if you have any thoughts, if you have any of your own, what you think about my theories, like, do you believe in them? And yeah, but thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you have a fabulous week and you're getting all revved up for March 1. March, we're going to crush it. We're actually going to get some stuff done, so don't panic. But I love you. And I will see you next time. Watch this on YouTube. It's on YouTube. I post everything to YouTube. Just look up Rat Diaries Podcast. My Instagram is at Rat Diaries Podcast. And I also have a TikTok. I need to start making TikToks. I need to start making more content around my podcast to like publicize this thing. But if you ever want to like recommend it to a friend, I would love that. Please. And if you ever want to tell me something that you guys would want to listen to, I would also love that. Like, please. So yeah, but thank you guys so much for listening, and I will talk to you next time. Peace out, rats. Bye.